Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here and I'm back for another crafty video. So today we are going to finish the folio. Okay, so I will just point out I do still have a cough. I am still having to edit it, so to kind of help me a little bit I am wearing a mask again, because I find that rebreathing my warm moist air helps me to breathe properly, and I will just keep needing to stay hydrated because I find that when my voice dries out it makes it even worse. So I'm hoping that I'll be free of this cough. Well, sorry, it was not cold, it was COVID, free of the cough soon, but obviously I can't rush it because there's nothing I can do about it. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish this off. So I want to do a bit of grunging up on the outside, but I've put some things in place on the inside of the things that I actually want to do. So what we're going to do is just going to open it. So having this nice like lock mechanism on here is brilliant because it enabled me to have a bit of a chunky monkey, and you know, sitting in a nice place where it's not all like bulging, etc. So there's a couple of things I've added already. So I've put a couple of things in. I'm not going to try and fill every single space in it because I always like to leave a little bit for other people. Everything I'm filling it up with are the things that I've made. So these are only just a few, but these are more my utilitarian ones. There'll be ones that I want to stick in. So for instance, these. So I want to put these in here. These are just little pocket things, but I thought if I took them in a way, they can just be, except for that one's just come apart on me. So I can put them in a way that they will be easily accessed for somebody else. They can add extra things to it, etc. And we'll kind of repair as we go if there's any things that, because what happens to all of this is, I'd love to say everything I've made is stored neatly away after I've made it. But if like, here's me trying to get glue out of here and it's not even working. But if you know me, you'll know that isn't true in any way, shape or form. Oh great, so tried to replace tried to top my glue up today and it's clearly not working. There we go. So we kind of want to, I'm trying not to hit my mic, kind of just want to, I want this finished now because I think it's going to go on forever. If I keep adding, it'll go on forever. And I'm really hungry to move on with it to something else. There's a couple of, there's an idea that I'm toying with at the moment and I want to be able to do that idea. So like I say, everything I've got in here is something that I've already made. And what we'll do is I'll try to remember to link it. So I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to make it into like a pocket as well so that it could be, you can tuck something in down the back of it. Yeah, this glue is kind of very watery. I don't know what's going on with it. This is my art glitter glue. Well, the last of my art glitter glue, because it's probably because it's been too cool here. It's not, I know it only likes really warm temperatures, and it's a bit of a shame really because we don't have really warm temperatures in the UK. So, well, we do sometimes in the summer, but if you look at the European weather map, everyone seems to be having a heat wave except for us. So I'm gonna have to cough, so I'm gonna have to put something in shot. So sometimes I have to put things in shot so that I know that it's a visual reminder to edit that bit out, but sometimes I forget to edit it out and then you'll see me hold something up to the camera. So if you ever think, what the hell is he just holding that random piece of paper or object up to the camera for, it's usually because of that, because I'm trying to give myself a visual clue for when I need to edit something out, rather than me having to watch the whole video back. Trust me, I've spent for nearly 55 years with me. I don't need to spend any more time with me. Thanks very much. So I'm going to have those in there. So focus on the good, enjoy the moment. You know, it's all part and parcel of what we're doing with this. They're going to sit in there. They are actually pockets themselves, but also then there's a pocket behind and a pocket there for people to put things in. This is our little notes spot. I thought about something in here, and what I was thinking is I thought I might just have a look through one of my old Reader's Digest magazines and see if there was something. Sometimes there's some nice big lettering that you can kind of fill the space up with, or sometimes there's like a strap line, like a something like that, but something a bit more appropriate. I'm thinking of maybe a something utilitarian-y, something office-y, maybe middle and bank. It depends on what's on the other side. If it's got something on the other side that is gorgeous and delicious, I won't use it, but no, it hasn't, so I think I might use that. So just that middle and bank thing, you know, just inside. Oh look, that has never been opened in all that time. Look how vibrant those colours are. Bearing in mind this Reader's Digest is from, I will tell you in a second, 1960. So what is it, 50, no, is it 50? No, it's 40, 60, 64 years old. Not bad, those, to have such vibrant colours. So I want some more that are kind of like that. Bound, not always from here, but sometimes there's some nice things, and I'm not going, you know, it's going car crazy. Honourable bath. Take a holiday from caution. I'll have a look at something else in a minute. So let's have a look in here what else we've got. So look, this is a National Geographic magazine, and this is from 1956, August 1956. Nice birds on there. Yeah, so I'm working on some ideas, conceptualizing an idea. I think I might be starting a paper mache project. So watch this space, because I asked you what you thought. If you thought I should do that, lots of you said you'd be interested to see, and I'd like to make a paper mache junk journal. Oh, maybe that. I like that there. So a paper mache outside housing a junk journal. I think that's it, isn't it? It's the space between those two, and the space between those two, because then that is going to have its own thing in there. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to not coughing so much in the future. So I know that the spaces are similar sizes. So yeah, I'm just going to tear that off at that bit where it starts the next lot of text, and I'll make this the same size. So I'm going to tear it with just a ruler, not a tear ruler. And just tear it off like that. Equally want to make these look a little bit more torn, but I don't want to tear a whole load of it off. This is when I could do with the clear ruler, which I never do have, because it's very hard to see how much you've overlapped without having a clear ruler. So I'm just going to put that past that little line there, put this on that line, and then tear that off. Yeah, cool, that's great. So it's just got a bit more of a softer edge, and then do the same on this. So I have that so it's a little bit past that edge and that line, sorry, and then on there, and really hold it down, counting down the rule as I go, holding down the rule as I go, like that. Cool, and that should have just torn a nice piece off. It has. Excellent. That can go back in there. We've got this middle and bank thing, so we'll just have this on, and I'm going to leave it as it is around the other edges because I like the way that it's kind of picked up the colour. You know, it's aged nicely. I'll keep those there. I like those. I love those books. Those old Reader's Digest books. So in here, I think I'm going to have this almost like a maker's mark thing. I think I might just ink it a little. I'll get my brush to give it a bit of a softer finish. I'll get my vintage photo. That's what my newer one, so it should just be nice and give me a nice inky finish without pressing too hard. Just that kind of like that mottly, agey finish. Got a bit of tearing on here, but I can always fix that with a ruler. Not with a ruler, Dave. What the heck are you talking about? This stuff. That's not a ruler, is it, Dave? No. I can always fix it with something. Right, did that stick? It did. Okay, so I'm a bit more confident about the glue, even though it's a bit liquid. Sellotape, sticky tape, scotch tape, that's one of those. We call it sellotape. United States call it scotch tape. I'm not sure what the rest of the world does. So I'm going to put that there. Because it doesn't have to have funky fun things all the way through, does it? I am going to ink this a little. Oh. Just kind of bring a bit of colour in from the edges. A little, just a light dusting over the top, because that's nice. And we'll pop that in there, and that should fit as well. And it will. I'll just glue that down. Some of you might be thinking I should have straightened the really torn edge, but I like it that way. I like the torn nature of it. So I'm going to put that in there. Oh, no, not like that. Let's try and get it somewhere in the middle, Dave. That's fine. So that's going to go there. There's a bit of a bulge there. Oh, it's the mechanism on the front. I don't think I've got enough glue on that back bit there, but it'll have to do because it's stuck down now. Cool. So in here, what I was thinking is I wanted some of these, just some loose pages, not a huge amount, just a couple of pages that people can use as like a journaling space in some of my kind of utilitarian colours. So I can tear the edges of that. Don't need that one as well. I think there's, oh no, there is only one there, so maybe I do need it. I'm going to kind of get them together and tear it all together. That way. So let's close this up a minute. So we want it to be the similar sort of size, so I just need to have an idea about how much we're going to tear off. This has got a very torn edge. I'm not going to worry about that being like that. I don't know if I can do this with all of them at the same time. I'm saying there's one way to find out. That's to do it. So come on. Doesn't have to be that side. Do it that way around. So then we want this bit torn off. That bit's torn off. Cool. We're gonna tear a bit off there. It doesn't matter how much I tear off on this side because it's plenty wide enough. Not terribly straight, but I'm not worried too much. So that way around, and we're going to tear it to about there. Cool, so we're going to have those, just going to crumple them a little bit, just because it separates the pages nicely. Now we're going to put this into here. So unhook my wire. So I was thinking maybe if I just need to check which way around it needs to go. I'm going to go in here. Thinking maybe if I kind of which way around? That way around, I think. And if I just kind of staple them together, so I'll just work out what's the top, so that's the top. And if we put something to bind it on the top, I know, maybe a bit of cloth. So this is just some cloth that I've tea dyed. It doesn't have to be beautiful, it just has to be practical. I just need a pair of scissors. So first of all, I'm going to just snip it and straighten it a bit, like that, and then I'm going to tear it this way, or not, as the case may be. No, see, it's not gonna tear. It doesn't matter if it doesn't tear. It's tearing against its grain. That's why. Maybe just cut it, Dave. How long do we want it like that? Maybe a bit longer, just so I've got some play in it. And I'm just gonna off a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that like that, put that across the top, glue it down like that and staple it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll use some Fabri-Tac, but not a lot. So I don't want to use loads of it and it kind of ooze through. Could do with something to spread it with. Oh, well, that's another quandary that I have. What shall I spread it with? Just a piece of old card, that will do. There you go. Reach into the bin, and there we have a piece of old card. So it's very thick, that's the problem. Maybe I should be using my... The thing is, the Kalal can make it a bit wet. I just don't want it to be too wet. See, it's not coming out now. Come on. It might show through a little, but it's all going to be good. That's all right. It's not too bad. It's not as showy as I thought it was going to be. Stick that on there. Flip that over there. That's the back. That's the front. This is going to be kind of snipped. Well, it might be snipped and ripped. Snipped and ripped. I'm just sick to death of this flaming cough. I'm trying to suppress coughing now. And I know most people would be thinking, well, just cough, Dave. If you need to cough, cough. However, I have to edit it, and I'm not the world's biggest advocate of editing. I just think that I don't want people to think I chopping out bits that I don't want people to see, because I really don't care. I think I'm a real lover of making mistakes and sharing them. So this should have some rusty staples in. It does. Put them in a bit jaunty. There we go. Cool. Fine. Like the kind of rusticy feel of that. Open this up, and then we're just going to stick it down. Stick it. Like that. Yeah. So we'll use some Kalal because it seems to be moving. I've liquided. I've watered it down with some of the Kalal, but it's still not moving. It's that flaming ice cream van again. If you know what that tune is, like I said on the podcast, somebody tell me, because it drives me insane. I don't know what the tune is. There we go. So that's a little thing in there. That can close up. That's that. We can put this in here. I think I will also have this as a bit of a pocket as well. So I'll just glue it on 3 sides. And then that way then we can say that's another done. I won't put it too low, but give it a bit more space than I did on the others, because I've got the space to play with. So there we go. So that's that. Then what we've got here, oh yes, and then there's this. This is the bit that I knew that I wanted to put in. So I want to put this on here. And this is one of the microfiche things that I made. Remember I said in the previous video that I'd made some microfiche stuff on camera before. That's one of the ones that I've made. So that's my French. Microfiche me like one of your French girls. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I should be sorry, I know. Quoting lines from Titanic and butchering them. So, oh well. I'm going to pop that in there. And then it just gives me some. So, one of the other things I did was I got all of my. I got some of my ephemera out. And I thought. So, I've got a box of ephemera here, and I just thought I would put some things in that maybe look like they could go together. In the. So these are things that have been made before. That's a page clip. Don't have too many things. I want it to be completely loaded up. You should maybe wait until the glue's dried, Dave, before you start loading it up. Yeah, glue better. Maybe put that there and that maybe the right way up in there. What else have we got in here? Another slide there. Cool, that's fine. Happy with those. That's all good. Just stick a little up, but we've got space because we've got the best locking mechanism in the world. Excuse me while I just have a drink of tea. So now I'll show you what else has happened. So I've put this in here. So remember we made these nice slide lock things. I've put that in there. So that just fits nicely in that big library pocket. That's one of my other microfiche ones, so I've put that in there. I've got a few things that are just tucked inside here, but I had a cloth tag that I wanted to put in there. Is it that? Or there's another one somewhere. Oh, it's not. No, that's too limp, Dave. Maybe put that inside. Take that out for now. Take that out for now. Put this in there. So I love this French board. Really like the way this looks. I'll just pop that in there. So in here I've got another one of those microfiche things just tucked in there. That's that thing that I made with a picture of that's my mum and dad. That's my Uncle Derek, my Auntie Mary, my Auntie Marion, and Uncle Dave. And of them, only Auntie Marion is still with us. Unfortunately, she has dementia, and she's not really very, with it at this current time. So it's a bit sad, really. So I've got this thing that I made that looks like a piece of burnt out card. Don't really want to cover my mum up, so maybe like that. And put that behind there. I want something that's a little bit. No, don't have to fill it, Dave. You just need to put a suggestion in. That's fine. So in here, behind here, I put another one of these in this other big library pocket. So this is the other one. So with a slide lock on it. And I think, did we leave that as a pocket? We did. Maybe I've got something appropriately small. Itty bitty, teeny weeny. Maybe something like that. I know what I'll do. I'll stick a tab on it. So, what should we use for that? Oh, I could use, I think I've got a piece of that card hanging around. I do, look, some of this. So if we fold this over, hopefully I'll be able to cut through this. It won't be too thick. No, that's fine. That went through there nicely. I'll use this. Obviously have to ink the edges of this. Oh, this one. This one is contaminated. Brian's been using this. This has got oxide ink on it, and you know I don't like oxide ink, so he was going to use this, and I was, no, I just don't like the texture of oxide ink. I'm just going to do just inside here. I know you can't, not going to see it, but I'm just thinking, you know, if it doesn't glue together perfectly, you won't be able to see the white card underneath. So, you know, when you pinch it, you can't really see the white card as much that way. In fact, I could go a little bit darker on that bit there. That's better. Cool. So if I put that on there, so they were my frameless slides that I made. Another shameless promotion there. Another thing that I've made. One of the, I've got 665 videos up. I've only been doing it for 5 years. That's a lot of videos. There's a lot of things. My range has changed and what I do, and right, before I put that in there, let's just see if it fits first. It does. Right, before I actually leave it in there, let's wait until it's dried out, otherwise it'll be glued in forevermore. That goes in there. This goes over the top. Got a few dangly bits. I did find a couple of other dangly dangles somewhere. That's a page corner I made. There. So maybe pop that on a page, on the corner of a page, maybe, Dave. Like that. Perfect. Like that. I said about dangles, didn't I? Dinkly dangle. There was another one in here somewhere. Excuse me while I just rummage. I have a rummage in here. Oh, I did drop it in here because when you drop something in here, there's one of them. When you drop things like that in, they just drop to the bottom. Okay, we'll use that. I think that needs a bit of stringly thingly on it. Where is, or maybe a bulb clip. Yep, we'll use a bulb clip. That's the perfect answer when you can't find a bit of string. Try not to poke yourself with the pin, Dave. Cool. Excellent. Gonna cough. So I think therefore I am. So I'm going to go that in there. That's going to go round here. No, that's going to go in there first, and that's going to go round here. So you don't want it to get too clunky, so I don't want to put too much more in it. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to just give it a bit of an age, mottle it and make it look a bit more grungy looking. All around the edges and a bit mottly over the surface. A bit of this as well, just to add a little je ne sais quoi. Maybe a little bit of crushed olive. An octopus. No, crushed olive, Dave. I like different colours on it because it's, you know, as long as tonally we're there, it just makes it look a little bit older if it's not all just one colour. Some of that. And then maybe a bit of ground espresso. I don't think this has got a lot in it, this ground espresso, to be fair. Maybe a bit of a smoosh over the surface rather than trying to put it on with a brush where nothing's coming out of it. Cool. Don't do that with that, Dave. Not with the vintage photo. So where's this going? In there. So I'm going to take that out so you can see. And that's going to go in there. Oh, that's perfect. Can't really see the tab, but in fact I can't get the tab out now, so maybe I could do with do some surgery. Don't stick your arm in there, Dave. It might need something to hold, to pinch it out, maybe. Can I maybe just tear it, Dave? Let's do a controlled tear. That's never going to go right now, is it? So use this. This is a key ring holder thing. So if I kind of lift that up, hold that down at the same time, you might be able to tear it in kind of a semicircle. Can I tear it at all? What's it made of? Stiffer stuff than I thought it was. That's what it's made of. There you go. Oh yeah, of course, because it's a multi-layer thing, isn't it? So where's my thing there? So that can go in there now, and you should be able to see the tab now. No, it can't be that way up there. That's fine. You can get to it. It's fine. That can go back in there. I just didn't want to tear it and it be an uncontrolled tear, so tear-did it. Then we've done that bit, we've done that bit, done that. I was toying with something on there, but I think it's enough. I like the, you know, this torn off bit here. Give it a bit more of a zhuzh, maybe. A couple more bits of colour. I do need to do the repair though, don't I? On the spine. Let's put that on there. Oh, maybe a bit of a zhuzh on this page. This is not the vintage photo. No, it's not. Yeah, it just gives it a mottly finish. That's fine. That's going back in there. That's going in there too. That's going in there, so that's like that. They're a bit annoying there, but might come up at a different place for those, but we'll leave it for now. Done that. Bit of repair here. This is your perfect opportunity to do your repairs as you're building the final finish, because then you know that you've finished it completely. This is not going to come out, and we're just going to fall out now, aren't we? We're falling out. Where are you going to play? There we go. Little bit, just wanted to have a chat. I know everybody's saying this, but like, I'm a little bit concerned because like, we don't know. Well, actually, that needs to be hold it around there a bit. I think that's why. A little bit concerned about Nick the Booksmith. I know everybody's kind of saying that at the moment, but haven't heard anything from her. I mean, like, not that I expect to hear anything from her. It's not like I'm her keeper or anything. But you know, we normally hear, don't we? And I don't want. I'm hoping nothing's happened. Nothing bad's happened anyway. Because she's kind of. I don't tend to watch people a lot. And the reason I don't like to watch people is because I always feel like their idea will be embedded in my head, and I don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing. I want to do what I want to do. So that's why I try not to watch other people. But I do like watching Nick because she doesn't make anything like I make. I do feel inspired to make things because of her, but they're definitely not my genre. And because like one of the big things that annoys me is the whole little channels tend to link the big channels that say I found this on X, Y, and Z, and big channels look at little channels and they don't get the same back. But Nick's never been like that. She's always been a bit of an advocate for other people, and she comes up with her own ideas anyway. So just a bit concerned about her, and I'm hoping everything's okay. But she's and she's funny, you know. She's got, whereas I've got rhythm. He says. I do know. It is tongue in cheek, by the way. I do know that I don't have rhythm. She's got humour, and she's also got like that curious mind. She tries things that other people wouldn't try. She's a bit unique in some ways. I want some more of that crushed olive, but I can't remember where I put the thing out there. Is this too juicy? Just soften it a little, maybe, with a brush. Cool. Great. So, okay, let's get these locked in, and we'll do the back, and then you'll see how this seems to work nicely because it just holds it all together nicely. We've got a little handly thing. I said about wanting to just repair this bit here, so I shall do that. He says, trying to find his sellotape. Okay, so I found the sellotape that I wanted to use. I'm going to use this piece here. And although it's quite sticky, I will just add more sticky to it to make it sticky. Because it has got a bit of shape. It's kind of warped a bit. Not going to be easy, is it? If it was easy, it wouldn't be me. Oh dear, that's all coming out too fast. Oh no. It's all going wrong. Don't go wrong. Just get along and stick on there and be a good little thing. That's too long, Dave. Should have thought about that before you did anything with it, Dave. Should have thought about it, but didn't. So we're going to stick that on there in a kind of a jaunty, it's doing its job, but also it's a bodged repair. And we're going to stick this piece kind of over the top of it. Again, in a jaunty kind of doing its job, but also amateurish way. The only thing with sticking it down with the acetate glue is it takes the colour out of it. Although I do like the way it's gone. So that's that. And now we need to give the back a bit of colour. So don't smoosh with the vintage photo because it's brand new. So you can smoosh with the other stuff, Dave. Smoosh it all down. Smoosh it all down. I mean, smoosh it all over. Don't want to smoosh with this, Dave. Do you? It's because it's brand new, Dave. Just a random kind of going over. Spine as well. Don't want to be called spineless, so, but like you're polishing your shoes, a bit of mish and a bit of mash, and then go over it to just kind of rub it in, and that's it. So this little beauty is done. Put lids and things back on. Missing in action. That one. Where is it? Where? It's there. MIA. Found it. So, there we go. We have finished the folio. It's done. It's a chunky monkey, but I do love it. I can't believe it. It's been so long, but it doesn't feel like any time at all. You know, when you really enjoy doing something. So I'm hoping that the next project that I'm going to do, you're going to enjoy as much as I'm going to enjoy it. I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy it anyway. But that's it. That we can say goodbye to the folio. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked the finished article. Please feel free to let me know and comment. And I will see you all in the next video. So don't forget, give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, do all the good stuff that tells me that you like it and tells YouTube that you think it's great as well. So, and I will see you all in the next video. Sending you lots of love, lots of hugs, and hopefully I won't have a cough soon. All right then, folks. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. An octopus. Bye.